Okay, so I just woke up a little while ago, but I've already gone online and done a lot of my early morning online stuff. I haven't showered. I'm basically still in my pajamas with pants. That's about it. But I went on one of my sites called DeviantArt, and I post on at least a dozen sites and pages every day. And I do that so I make myself more and more Googleable. When I started posting on DeviantArt, I put it up on Facebook, I think, and someone said, oh, I used to do DeviantArt, but I didn't sell anything and blah, blah, blah. That's really not the point. I'm doing it so I'm searchable, I'm Googleable, and not just under my name, but when somebody posts Yayoi Kusama or African American figures or Brazilian figures or, whatever, then hopefully whatever I painted will show up. Not just, with my name, but also under the term female artist, women artists, oil painting, oil painters, blah, blah, blah. I do a lot of hashtagging, meta tagging. So that's why I post on DeviantArt and other sites, so many sites, Google+, Pinterest, blah, blah, blah. Well, this morning on DeviantArt, I happened to get a request for a critique. And I've actually blown it off. It's been there for days, maybe a couple of weeks, and I blew it off. And this morning I went on this kid's DeviantArt page, and I responded. And the illustration was really nice. It wasn't original. It was very Norman Rockwell, perfectly executed, or almost perfectly executed, in my opinion. But I tried to give him a piece of advice that I had to learn over the years. And it was basically, don't take any critique or criticism seriously, but look at the source of the criticism. Do they actually have a hat in your ring? Or are they talking to themselves? That's bad, this is bad, that's not right. Because when people do criticisms or when they criticize, it is normally just to have a conversation with themselves. I'm not doing this thing right, so I'm going to pick it out of your work and talk about it. It took me a long time to learn that, but I finally figured it out. That does not mean, however, that I react well when people do that. This weekend I did a 2-day event here where I'm living. It was a private event, and I met a lot of really, really nice people, very generous and kind people. I met people who didn't quite know what to say to what I do because it's new, it's different, it's not run-of-the-mill, it's not, birds by the lake, it's not painted in a way that they've been told is the correct way to paint. So some people just don't even know how to react. Oh, I don't like change. I don't really understand new things. And that's perfectly fine. I get it, I just say, look, if you have any questions, I'll be over in that corner crying or, trying to find alcohol. But, no. The one criticism or the one comment, however, out of all the really nice people that came to the show and all the people that kind of didn't know what to say and the people that really, really, really got my work. I had conversations with people wearing teddy bear sweatshirts that I never expected to understand. And, there were few of them, but at least there were a few of them who really completely understand the way I paint and started bringing up museums and comparing me to like Vincent van Gogh and bigger artists who have done work that's transitioned one period of time to another. It was really kind of interesting and fun, and it's nice talking to people who can speak more than you bad, me good. you know? So anyway, this one guy, he's an older guy, and I shouldn't have taken it seriously, but after 2 days of talking, and you wouldn't know it from these videos, I really don't like talking. I don't like socializing, I don't like talking, and I really hate trying to sell myself. There is nothing worse than an artist trying to sell themselves in a situation, in any situation. You're constantly trying to convince people that you're all that and a bag of chips. And if they just walk away or say, well, good luck with that, you know, you just really want to put a gun in your mouth. But, like I said, most of the time people were really great. It's just the tap dancing that kills me. I should never ask an artist to sell anything. Not even a bar of soap. But anyway, this one guy came up to the table, and he was just looking for crap to say. So he was talking to another older woman that I was sitting with, and she was very nice. And she really understood. She understood my work on a certain level, and she was pointing it out to people. And she pointed out the painting next to her. And he looked at it and went, ugh, I could have done that. And you know, after 2 days, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Because it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary when that comes out of anyone's mouth. An artist's mouth, a non-artist's mouth, a person who understands artwork, a person who doesn't understand artwork. It's unnecessary, and it's cruel, and it's rude. And I just watched a video from Art Assignment on PBS, which I'm just over the moon over. I love this show. It's finally someone who can articulate artwork. I talk about art not from the outside in, like the balance, and you should do this, and the thing. I don't do that. I've seen videos where people do that, where they try and explain how to produce the perfect piece of work, and I don't. I talk about what it's like to be an artist, and what it is like to produce work, but from the inside out, not from the outside in, not the textbook stuff on what you should be doing. You know, how to mix the perfect color or whatever. The how-tos, it's, you know, what is it like? So, anyway, where was I? So I was watching Art Assignment, and I just seen a video, I watched it twice, on how to respond to someone who doesn't understand abstract art and says, oh, I could do that, or my grandchild could do that, or my 5-year-old could do that, or, you know, crap like that. It's just shit to be nasty. People just saying crap to be funny and nasty, and really, they just look ridiculous and stupid. Yeah, I could build a car. I could be president. When they know nothing about what they're talking about. So anyway, this unfortunate statement came out of this man's mouth, and I was so tired by the time he said it, and I just had reached the point of I don't care. And I looked at him and I said, well, actually, I painted that, thank you, and what you're not seeing is the technical issues involved in this, and technically it was very difficult. It was difficult, but it's something that I do, and if you could do it, you would have done it, but you did not. Thanks. I can shut a conversation down so quickly. I actually shut down 2 that day, but I can shut a conversation down pretty much immediately when I put my mind to it. And he just said, yeah, probably couldn't. Okay, gotta go. And that was it. He said goodbye to the woman he was talking to, and she kind of went like this and laughed. But it's that type of thing that's exhausting. And I'm telling you all this because I want to convey what I conveyed to this kid on DeviantArt this morning. Unless they got a hat in the ring, that really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because it's usually coming from a standpoint of, I have absolutely no clue what's going on, and I don't know what to say, so I'm going to let garbage spew out of my mouth right now. I understand that at my openings. I understand that pretty much everywhere. It gets a little tiring. So if you get sick of it and tired of it, you're not alone. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a clear vision of what you're doing, clear vision of where you want to go, or a semi-clear vision of where you want to go, and a semi-clear vision of how you want to spend your time on Earth. I have my goals. I've stated them in many, many, many videos, and I've been criticized for my goals too, not once or twice, but over and over again, because I have things that I want to accomplish, but the criticisms are coming from people who don't understand. Their accomplishments, their goals aren't the same, if they have any goals. So all they can think to do is criticize. You got to do that. I try and do it. I don't always succeed. But like Ellen DeGeneres says, don't listen to the loud voices. Don't listen to the loud voices. Not unless they get a hat in the ring. So we're going to put in two little things there. The hat in the ring thing is from, or the man in the ring is from FDR. Read his speech about, I think it was the man in the ring. Hillary Clinton's been quoting him, kind of quoting him a lot lately also, but she can't seem to get it right. But look it up, FDR, man in the ring. Because really, unless you're in the middle of it, unless you're the one throwing the punches, or you're helping to throw the punches, you ain't got nothing to say. Nothing. Now, or really you shouldn't listen to them at all unless they're telling you, look at your shoes untied, you might want to tie it, and you're in the ring. But now the event ended Sunday. I slept most of the day. Monday I rested. I couldn't even control it. I was so tired. Yesterday was Tuesday. I painted. Today's Wednesday. I'm up early. I've already made a video. I have to shower, so we get rid of the Krusty the Clown afro. And he has a better afro than I do. And get back to work. But really, I got to shower because I smell. So or something, I don't know, because I haven't woken up yet, but I really wanted to convey that. Hat in the ring. That's it. All right? Let's get to work. Let's produce some work. And if you want to paint with me live, I'll be on Periscope. We can just keep each other company and listen to the radio. That's it. It's all I do on Periscope. If you join me on Twitter, Beck Lane Artist, I think it is on Twitter, then you'll be notified when I'm on Periscope. And honest to God, it's 2 to 3 hours of me just standing here going, Yes, Marjorie and Jim, you're right on that point, because I listen to Boston Public Radio when I'm painting. Most of the time, until they get to election-y, which I'm kind of sick of at this point. Anyway, go produce something. Don't listen to the loud voices, okay? Ciao.